But don't forget, FUT lost to FPX. And with Trace beating Vitality and FPX close to Team Heretics at this event, might be time for EDG to take another big win of their own.
Maybe. Wait, can you actually throw the Fade Eye
Let's get to it then.
from here?
EDG would have set up here nice early.
I didn't realize you could do that. Everyone does the lineup from it.
Pre-aimed. I mean, I think it's supposed to be landing on top of the grate as well, but ended up missing and still getting the value here. Spam, shots fired right
That's a nice trade though.
Getting through a short, jump spot not punished. Kang though with a nade. Push them back and away on either side here. It's a battle on multiple
Looking like Pistol
fronts
Gold at the moment, but this is everything, and he's going to hear the extra person running.
The footsteps, pitter patter of it. Simon.
Really good timing.
Another one coming though.
But yeah, fall in a lot of areas.
No way, he double checked behind after there was no one heaven.
On any of them. At this point
That
here,
small little window of timing. That's the only thing he's turning back for there. That small second
dream for this FUT team.
timing.
They got
That's very
EDG
impressive.
Still holding on standby. And with that fight lost, really no chance in hell. CNED would have to toggle. But the players' positions, EDG not giving anything away. Just a slight jiggle, and Simon, he squares up
really
to
good.
him. Enough to deliver that final blow. Bullet to the brain. And a pistol round again gained here for EDG.
A nice one from EDG. They kept it fairly simple.
3 of them.
That horn lineup, actually, that is where that's supposed to land. Simon throws that one all the time. It is weird, because you can throw one on top of the grate. DRX kind of do. But the fact that FUT weren't ready for it, to me, is a bit of a worrying sign for the Turkish team.
Yeah,
because,
red flag raised.
Yeah, because that's the one that Simon throws every single time on this map. And so if you're
It's
not
a
ready to
solid
that,
lineup.
you're probably not ready for a lot of the other stuff they're going to bring to bind. It's probably not a map that you've done a lot of anti on coming into this match. Because the middle of the map pools for both of these teams are very similar. It could have been Bind, Sunset, Icebox, any of those maps that EDG ended up picking.
Nobody just needs to survive with this rifle into his hands.
Yeah, he's done the right damage though, even though he's probably going down.
Bring him down with a horn, pointing him out. So offsets and hands that rifle. Here's the adjustment and reaction out of EDG.
Chichu could go down here as well.
Okay. It's already into their faces. Chichu could have gone down, but now he's going to be trying to sink this one up. CNED running them down.
Yeah, he thought that was it, and Kang didn't make any. Wait, honestly, Kang was spamming though, right? So maybe CNED should have been on top of that. I think he was under window.
Bulldog here had a captain's grasp, but 2v3, you're smoked off. Horn's going to be available in at least 4 seconds, but predictable with the pathing, so EDG get the sight line set on it.
Ada Captain should want this Bulldog to remain out of EDG's hands. If they go for this and they die and it's recoverable, that's a problem.
Kang eager to hunt down these kills as well. Built up 3 already. Spike's ticking, yeah, you got to respect that one now at this point, but already steadily building up towards that ult. 4 away, you got to think you.
It ended up being very good from EDG. They don't actually lose any guns. They keep all of the main ones into it.
And EDG, with a bit of damage done there to their economy, are going to be able to take 1 less gun into this next round. Somebody's
that's wrong, right? Didn't they buy 3?
They'll still be fine. They'll still put a pretty dangerous bonus. Kankan at the moment is finding a lot of value out of the Sheriff. He's just running around body shotting everything.
Oh, they lost the Bulldog?
He's finding value from it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course he had it. Yeah, he had it in his hands.
So, bonus round. EDG looking to try and convert this one as well.
Yeah, not the best one from EDG here.
Postured away.
They do get the attack judge out on the brim, so the brim's confident he's getting over towards Lamps.
Going to be offloading that one. It's a mosh pit through the TP, not much else behind it. EDG are happy to wait most of this out. Dizzy up and over the top. Nade rebounds. Smokey's all the way in there as well. At least the first point.
Yeah, and he's absolutely sending it with the judge on this one. Nice shots from yesterday. Dude, yesterday's been looking really clean. Yeah, he's been saving them in a lot of rounds. He's one of the reasons this has been close, or Lotus was like a little bit close.
Very nicely done there from FUT. EDG are going to mostly be running, when they exec A, 4-1 execs. They have Chishu, late backstab showers, and the other 4 come down short. Slightly different how other teams do it. A lot of other teams will be running their fade kind of coming through showers like Simon did this time. It's not standard for EDG. But FUT dealt with it all the same. No problems whatsoever. But that was a weaker buy.
That was a clean round though, and that's important.
Arguably, the side that FUT are looking to lock down the heaviest. They've got 3 players on A defending. Whereas Mr. Fallen and Ada Captain quite alone over here on the B side of the map.
Very much alone. There's no punish as well on the ore pickup.
Prowler over towards showers. Prowler over towards long, so showers control for long control.
On top of it.
Still a question mark though, because they left there. So
there. Chichu is also trying to feign like there could be the potential of the lurk, but it does lock two of the players at least onto that angle on FUT side. Wrapping all the way around. Is nobody going to try and sell a fake here? What's the play?
I think the fake might be on B here actually, and then they go through the teleport. Just judging by where Chishu is.
They don't have that prior showers control, and someone's going to have to break that.
Oi.
That's not bad though.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, people miss this all the time.
Cracks is still going to rotate though.
Happens all the time. Do you know what's mental about that is, did they both try?
Control. Here's the TP now. FUT going to be asked the question, can they hold this one back? Nade's already rebounded nice and early.
Whoa, that is a solid combo. Once they hear the TP, it's nice and easy for them. Good timing on it. Still not super done yet.
They've lost a little bit of control of this one.
The hell is that from?
He'll have to respond, and he will do so. Wrapping it all the way through. Beautiful control with a rifle. Smoggy. Gonna go straight back at him. Blow for blow into the 1v1. Time getting against him. Gonna get this spike planted down.
He gets showstopper.
He gets ult with it.
Online. Showstopper here and ready. Satchel's away. Still with a rifle. Now lets it loose. Another captain you've got to be fearing for your life. Not a sound, mate. Not a peep. Doesn't want to give anything away, just has to wait this one out along with the fuse with the free fire into the corner.
Oh my god, that scared me there. He's actually aiming the right pulse for it.
It's a gamble.
He kind of knows where he is though from the sound of this.
Captain, hello, stick in this. Revealed.
Hey, nicely done from Kang. Holy hell, how did they win this one? Smoggy deserves everything.
It's Kang there who wins the clutch. A little fortunate that he had that showstopper, because otherwise Ada Captain was breathing down his neck, but it's not Kang really that secures the round for them. The Smoggy 3K, it just comes out of nowhere.
Like, how's he actually done that?
Smoggy over here, being able to get the kill on the CNET is fair enough, but then beautiful.
He survives all of that.
Mr. Fallen and Cracks.
I feel like he should be going down there. Nice shots from him.
Otherwise, FUT had the read. Their macro play was better.
The devastating round's got to start looking at the money over towards here. This is the big round though. This is the one that matters.
The defensive calling. That has been a problem as you've
Kang will get reset, so honestly he can't buy either.
Yeah.
QT, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you, appreciate it. 11 months. Thanks for doing that.
Now the captain is hyper committed. Over towards that B long angle. Cena just watching too. That's a nade used relatively early. To no avail, to be honest. I mean, EDG are happy to just sidestep it out. A bit of spam though, and bullets. You can't really disrespect
three
that.
people here.
An attempt at the execute. A mosh over the top.
Oh, he went for insta fish. Oh, and then yeah, so the molly on top of the tube here does actually hit the middle of the tube, at least on the sides. So that insta cancelled the fish ult. And he needs to stay alive because he would love to use this fish ult again.
Stop to this one. The battle lines are drawn into the sand with the TPs here, and now a thrash as well to try and at least collect a few more.
Doesn't work like that.
Broken just before it can step past it.
Two spotted though, I think.
Yeah, and Chichu and Smoggy.
Oh.
The positions are noted now. Just down to Smoggy. 41 health and the pre-aim.
Very nice, and it was a convincing round. Dude, when that molly...
Not a fan of that.
Actually, a moment. When that molly hit the guy in tube, I thought this it could have been pretty doable here. I like the idea from EDG. It's hard when people do this Viper setup. It's such a strong setup with the Viper roll.
Actually, from FUT. It's the first time, well, not the first time, but this is, you know, a different composition to what they've played most recently. Almost all the time they've been playing this KO Gecko comp, where you're using the flashes actually to initiate off the back of. Here, FUT have to hold their ground a bit more and work that space denial utility, the mollies, the walls. Slow pace to open this round out.
Yeah, EDG's just going to be focusing on farming up the ults.
And just planning ahead.
The map should be favored to EDG. The way that they're defaulting at the moment, it's kind of like 2-1.
He's allowed to go pick up this as well.
Chichu even just going for a couple of peeks.
Actually hit it.
Sure. Now, there's not too many chances into this round for EDG, but with the more map control is given up for them, the more I might start to become a believer, even if they're working with the pistols. Smokes are now down and out. That's going to commit towards the mollies. The Dizzy did not get broken in time, so...
Not too bad on the eco. They get a lot of map control.
Still
And they get a plant, nothing really to stop the plant.
Plant from Simon is committed. The C's does connect, but there's nothing else again to follow up with this one. So we see that extension into the post. The only difference is they don't have the rifles, but again,
At has double smoke, so one on short, one on.
I should say, Dizzy, Satchel, a put over now with a showstopper pre-fired.
That's nice. Fade Ira builds one in the corner, so it's an easy ult.
Trying to relieve that pressure, falling, sticking, have onto the defuse.
Hold
Needs
up.
to be something to offload and push this one back. But
Wingman does defuse, but that is a lot of damage.
EDG. Damage definitely done to the economy, but a round win FUT will be happy to walk away with.
Absolutely the case, but FUT should not have allowed it to get that close. They
that was actually really close.
Liked to win that round without having to use the showstopper, because now they have an enormous ult disadvantage.
And they used an ult into this one as well.
Round. So I think, all in all, even though the scoreboard would disagree, that's a bit of a win for Edward Gaming.
Yeah.
EDG's ults in particular are the thing to be paying attention to here, but also a massive clash over towards Sand.
Yeah, this one is about to be a brawl.
Oh boy, that's a lot of people, and EDG committed and the rest of his team didn't. And they lose the Viper, and one gets caught with the ult, and so this all goes down to Mr. Fallon. Oh, lovely combo.
It's slow to a crawl, and no more. Brought down. Not expecting this though. Mr. Fallen just anchoring.
Oh, okay. The second shot was a lot cleaner. And CNED just, I don't know if he saw him, just straight up spam through the smoke here.
With the spike hard committed into the site. Again, hard task ahead of him. Pre-firing away into the corners. Doubled up is all it takes.
That was nice. Mr. Fallon actually getting both of those kills with pretty much everything. And they got the ult out of them.
It's tough to criticize, but I think EDG, I mean, they're going to take attack time out here, but I think they needed to call a cancel, a slowdown in the round once they got that ult combo.
Yeah.
They had an enormous player advantage, but they
just
that's
how he hit this shot.
Obvious which side
I didn't even see that angle
the
there.
rotates were already on the way from A. They also had a very late player coming up B long, and in the end, that anchoring player of Mr. Fallen did so much to win FUT the round there. That's huge ult investments. They had plenty of time when they were coming through hookah there. They could have slowed things down and just been happy with the fact that they had them on the back foot, had a Thrash orbital strike combo. A bit of panic, chaos thrown into the calling there for EDG. Small things, but they're going to make the difference when you get to Champs.
Dude, how do I say your name? Zoak? Zoak, I think. Zoak 4 with the tier 1. Thank you so much, man.
Minimizing his feeding plays, which are, like, that's a genuine thing when it comes to nobody getting value. But right now he's 0 and 7 on bind, and it's not because he's throwing his life away. It's just he's not being able to find those kills that.
What era did the Chinese teams improve from last time? It's a good meta at the moment for the Chinese teams because the calling's not as important, and you can overwhelm a little bit easier. Maybe the calling's easier with the current agents that are strong because of ults that they have. So there's that's good, but most of all, like, the discipline's getting a lot better. The plans are getting a lot better. The understanding in general of, like, snowballing and getting ults from all regions has been a lot better this year, but also there.
Sometimes don't really know what to do with themselves when they're not offered these easy pickoffs.
Yesterday was the first time ever, apart from EDG, because honestly EDG used to do like pretty good like mid rounds and stuff like that. Whoa, that's a nice shot. Yeah, we'll check that in the replay. Yesterday was like the first day when I was watching the Trace minimap, thinking like this could be like one of the top 5 IGLs, like master classes. There's a lot of good rounds.
Seeking to offset the disadvantage. Chichu was almost there, man. Almost good enough. Just
yeah, gonna be a little bit gutted about that one. Instant reaction maybe to hit over towards site. Yeah, Ads has got to do a lot here. Hit by the Fade Eye. Oh my god, he's so wrecked. No way, got one.
Damage done potentially through the bodies as well. He's played Mr. Fallen in, but again,
some of the shots on this round.
Tip tap of the shoes as well. Great movement from the EDG players. Enough to survive into this one here. Kang will lock down that sight line. Nobody to be able to step
how did he manage to get one there?
Elbow control has been given up. CNED might be the playmaker. No, brought down to his knees. So just the one, and it's cracks. They seem to be acutely aware exactly where he might be playing from. Chooses to back away. He knows it's an impossibility.
Interesting to see what the Kang shot was like. I think it was a jump peak.
Bit of a misread from Mr. Fallen. He thought that the
how's FUT's econ so bad? I mean, the rounds have been close.
where they just
Like
managed
that
to take
one
down
round
EDG.
where they won with the wingman
He was
defusing
running
and
over to
everyone
the egg site
dying,
to
like
try
that
to
was pretty
reinforce
costly.
that spot. Didn't realize everyone on EDG barreling towards B. Nice call. Right when we were just talking about the macro, nobody needing to find his moments. Mid-round in there ended up working quite nicely. A reaction to those two players pushing out showers.
Let's take a look at this one.
Shot, man.
Beautiful.
Did you need the headshot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All off the back of that one. So when EDG do get those opening pickoffs with Kang, the operator played a slower round. It does work out for them.
Not the best.
But now with a buy, a little bit all over the place. You know,
The best read for this gun.
Outlaw.
Maybe it's gonna be backup for them wanting to try and get the orb over towards showers, which is getting heavily fought for.
EDG know that Showers has given up, but the timing's off in terms of FUT, just trying to make sure that they crunch that one. So mosh pit through. Alongside the C's nade, it's all committed nice and early. That's a lot of big tools that FUT would like to use to try and stunt and stop a fast exec. Not that's really any time coming soon with EDG playing as attack side op.
No, they're going to be slow. They're going to be looking for picks. And FUT at some point may peek for info. Similar to how
well,
EDG
while
was
we're
going
waiting
for
for
that
this,
jump peek, he'll have thought he was safe there,
we've got
trying to
4
take
people
the
that can't
safer
buy
option in
next.
the previous round. But of course, there's only so many ways that you can grab info without facing your body into a dangerous
Yeah, they're trying to
spot.
play off the fact that a Prowler would like clear all of this, but not the people far back, so they think it would be clear, and then they try and get the orb, and then they kill CNED, he's getting the orb.
Not just that, you don't know where the players are
That
going to be.
is fast. Did he see him
Another
earlier?
punish. Make him think twice about it. EDG going to be paying with his life yet again. Cracks. So he's going to play spoiler inside the smoke. Has to dodge most of the util coming his way, including the bullets. Nobody with the plan as well. Here's that reload, but sprays away and does
And
reveal
he's to
his
survive
position.
because of the
See
fade
the
I
effort
hit.
over
This is
the
a
top. He's
really
playing
hard
ahead, will be
retake,
revealed to
man.
him, but nobody
Oh, no, after you
very
retake
slow
this
enough to
one.
oblige. So this Lamps controls the aim of the game here for EDG. Haunt wraps its way through into the back. Nobody's going to be spotted. Orbital strike from Anna Captain. Good to clear this one through and away. Dizzy, but over the top with the wall. Gives him that cover. Kang full run. Yeah,
What the hell has he hit that?
Out of here. It's a ridiculous adjustment, and Simon's still locked.
And he gets another one on top.
FUT have no more chances available to them. And CNED has to concede the space, has to concede the round.
And saving an outlaw when you
FUT
know you
are
have an
giving
outlaw
away
isn't great.
Too many early kills. I mean, EDG in this round taking an egregious risk, I think, getting caught by Shishu. But then also, what a whiff from Anna Captain coming around the back as well. There are opportunities for FUT to be able to get back into these rounds or to, you know, stabilize and not give away the advantages at the beginning. But EDG are playing patiently, playing slowly with the op, and it's getting so much value
it's fast.
because FUT are getting antsy, and it's forcing mistakes out of them. Maybe not even forcing the mistakes out of them necessarily. It's just the sheer lack of information. And FUT make the unforced error.
Anteaters with the Prime, thank you so much, man. Thank you for doing that, dude.
We haven't seen a CNED Kang sniper battle yet today.
Yeah, not quite blessed with it. Might be coming up soon, though. Both players in position. Much harder shot to land, though. Warp into the face of CNED. You do not want to be peeking through that one.
I mean, he's just going to be caught out in the open here. Dude, Chichu's incredibly fast at the moment. There's like back-to-back shots that have been really fast from him.
First picks. Slow and steady as you go for EDG. So far, it's worked out in their favor.
And that's a leg shot.
Spots the leg. Damaged under Cracks, drops him down to 5
Anonymous
HP.
Gifter, thank you for doing that as well. Thank you. Appreciate you, Anon, whoever you are.
In a round like this, you got to take risks. It's not similar to the previous.
NF92 as well, getting involved. Thank you so much, man.
EDG
Thank you
putting
for
a
that
slow
also, man.
squeeze on FUT
Appreciate
right
your
now.
first gifted.
It's working.
Both Prowlers going to be committed. They know that there's at least some presence out towards the hook angle. Util going to be used to push them back here. And a Captain is very much alone in this spot. Without too much to work with. Another round where EDG to get this plant down. Ults are really starting to become a problem soon as well.
Yeah, massive issue. I was wondering if Kang would even get the plant here, actually, to get his showstopper online, but
Wait, Isaac, it was you?
I'm pretty sure he feels comfortable.
Surely
being able to
not.
Pick up an ult orb. Captain going for a dance,
There was like
seeing if he can get any closer to a range where the Stinger's favored.
Still advised, though, to really just tango with this guy, Kang.
yeah, another op. I mean, the op has been doing
Again,
op has been doing damage.
To lock down those angles, earns up the showstopper. One away from a multitude of ults now too. Nobody close to the Thrash. One away from the orbital strike as well for Smoggy. EDG at this point are primed and ready to run away with a half.
Dude, there's a lot of meows,
should
man.
Be them dominantly winning the half here. The last 2 rounds. They do have to drag some ults out of FUT. I mean, last time FUT pitted towards short. EDG might want to either have some counterplay.
They could get away with a 8-4 here. They could definitely get away with an 8-4 here. We go for the classic ult over towards short, but this time we go spawn, and it's a good trade no matter what. Smokes go down low, so Heaven becomes pretty strong.
Versus 4 now, and with that play being made, you could call for the fast pivot if you are EDG. Simon, this time though, choosing the creep and crawl his way in through showers, taking back that control. Swapping it around with the weaponry, no noise made.
Swap the op to take it, and that's another pick, man. He's been doing so good with the picks. Ata's got to do it all again.
He has to rebound, and they know exactly where it is. It's blood in the water.
He didn't even get the kill. He's like, what?
Another situation where
they're kind of wrecking him a little bit.
And EDG's ults looking insurmountable at this point. FUT backing up. Their economy's in shambles. They're about to enter the final round of the half. They need 5 rounds. It's not looking likely, though.
No.
Ever since EDG slowed things down, FUT have had no answer. Their ability to gain information on the defense side here has not been through coordinated
50-50 matchup, yeah, in theory. I mean, the pistols have helped a little bit.
It's just been peeking in. And I think that's because EDG have been doing so much contacting.
Yeah, the attack op is annihilating them.
With Kangkang's operator as the tip of the spear.
You already know that's a bad idea. Money is blooming and blossoming. I mean, Kangkang does not care about giving his own life away.
We had this on Plat Chat, right? EDG winning as well.
Nobody dropped as well.
Did we actually do the perfect pick'ems in Plat Chat?
Yeah,
if CNED had the money at any point in this half, a defense side op would actually be a good idea. But he's never had the economy to get one.
Dude, I should have listened to myself more in Plat Chat.
It's a great kill from
That's what I did wrong here. Ask me was smart, man.
You know,
Recent me, you guys are moron.
To be honest, it's just all looked like EDG in control.
Yeah, it has. As you mentioned, as soon as they slow it down with the operator in hand, I mean, sometimes, you know, that's the thing.
Base and EDG, yeah.
Slow play, running out of options when they don't get given those easy kills. But, I mean, FUT have been handing it to them.
Yes. And this tack timeout, it's the final round of the half. So, Gaius is already going to be able to talk to them during the halftime and talk to them about when they move on to the attack. So this tack timeout is being burnt just to try to get one singular round. Does that mean they're going to come in with some kind of set play, or is it just to try to readjust the overall strategy? I think not putting your life on the line with these info peaks is super important. They haven't forced EDG to exec with the op yet, because EDG have always got into an advantage player position before they're required to do that.
Big drawing.
But even if you force EDG to go for an execute and Kangkang swaps the
even try and
somebody else, they're going to be running at you with Thrash.
If you're EDG right now,
it's going to be so tough.
Like, you're thinking they're going to ult here, you're going to have a plan to go fast and hit the ult here, so like maybe fish into Brim.
You get an op. You get an op.
Exactly. And they are grouped up.
They go a little bit slower.
Here, so EDG.
They also don't insta Viper ult.
Play to punish a defensive pit if it was laid down by EDG, but he's nowhere near this A side.
And maybe they only have 2 ones where they reactive do B and reactive do A.
Down. Thrash now going to be used. Orbital strike to clear just out that potential player. Snakebite up and around to the side here. There is no showers control for EDG. That is it in the danger zone.
This was nice, man. What was this? Was this raise nades that tanked a little bit of damage over towards nobody, so the fish can't get over towards showers, so that these two are actually fine over towards showers?
It's going to stop them from controlling really.
And they can't pick up the fish ult now.
It's going to make it much easier for FUT to deny plan.
It was pretty good. A good nade from CNED.
The A side is just entirely split up. Entwine.
If they go through the teleporter, Yedaj's waiting.
This is really where it gets awkward. Start to see the untested.
Yeah, they literally have to take showers control, right?
To me right now is looking like a bit of Just uncertainty of what to do into this spot here. They know that Showers is a problem. They can't quite clear it again. Nobody going to go for a second round of things. Wingman back online.
No way, man. Yeah, Wingman almost got the plant down. Lovely. Dude, that's a nuts kill with the fatal. Yeah, I love this though, man. The push towards Showers. Bro, they handle these situations very well. I think FUT kind of messed up a little bit.
They don't even want the A side. Taking it. Okay, I mean, TP.
So tragic from EDG's point of view. He was in hookah.
Yeah, he could have been in a positive win at all.
If he waited there, maybe he could have caught Kankan, but of course he rotated. He is going to be
and Smoggy's just like, well,
yeah, he is.
might as well hold this now, off angle.
Unorthodox angle. EDG's got a lot to clear. Lot to clear, not enough,
Good,
not just with the Bulldog in his hand. So an 8-4 finish, felt almost preordained, I think, from the way that EDG were playing that one. Another
That's
strong
an impressive half. They had a really good half here.
Lovely performance from EDG. It really is. They're looking strong to try to close this one out.
"30 seconds left. One enemy remaining."
Taking the rounds, yeah, they're beasts at the moment.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Your opinion on calling the timeout before round 12? I mean, if you really need that round and you don't have like too much confidence in your like the half that you're on, whether it's defense or attack, I think it's okay. In the EDG fast seed vision, I like it. I like that you've gone for it. You have a chance for sure. I think G2 are crazy strong, but the Pistols are heavily letting down FUT as well at the moment. But EDG look like very strong right now. Have them finishing top 4? Maybe. Well, let's see. They still have a rough group.
Feed of these FUT players is how do you manage to overcome this? Again, a 4-round deficit. If the pistol round doesn't go your way, you can essentially call it curtains because you.
All right, FUT have to win their first pistol to pretty much have a chance to win this map.
It's not much, and so far this map is looking quite untested. I mean, I know that they've said in interviews that they put a lot of work into their own binds, but when you move over to the new comp, a lot of extra elements that go amiss for them. So far, it hasn't looked convincing.
And EDG on defense on this map are very convincing. Their B setup in particular, I think they play around Nobody's Dizzy excellently. EDG have been putting in the work. It didn't look super convincing in China. It looked like the other teams were catching
Captain
up.
Quebec, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the prime.
Finally ready to take scalps
Of course, bro. Thanks
in
for
a
saying that.
major
Thanks for
way
the support as well.
Champions. We've already seen Trace do it with Vitality.
Oh, yeah.
This is another EMEA team looking to fall here to the #1 seed from China.
EDG looking to
getting wrecked by China.
They say is the doubters, but bullet straight to the dome into Kang. Be holding your breath a little bit longer.
I mean, the Pistols have been 3-0. Uh-oh.
Ned wants to square up to this one here. He's trying to be cool, calm.
Yeah, I mean, he was calm and he got the kill here.
He did get the one.
Somehow on the kill feed, he's dead before he got the kill.
Make their way over towards B, but the Spike is, I guess, different ideas about it. Mr. Fallen's moving in a different direction. They know that A is completely opened up here with the TPs heard and called. EDG now have lost all semblance of map control.
Mid-round.
And FUT planning for backside here.
How on earth do you retake this one?
They really struggled
the only good thing at the moment, really, is the fact that they have Brim Smoke. The Brim Smoke on the spike here creates an incredible amount of pressure.
Going down short.
You can hear the footsteps. Fallen catches it, sees the two of them. Mosh still available, ready and waiting for this, and striking from behind, cracks. Happy to deliver the death blow, at least the Chichu flashes in util, a little bit too much to overcome, tapping away with a ghost in hand. Smoggy is crouching for dear life, and even just returns the fire.
It just gives him the jaw.
2v3 though. They need a lot more.
Time's already done, I guess.
Time starting to get away from them. At a captain. Again, we'll ward them back.
Everyone's out here
Dropping the
crouching
two of them.
non-stop these days.
Pistol round for FUT. Ransom that lifeline.
Right, first
They needed
pistol,
that. If there was
and
any chance
yeah,
of
it
coming
was the
back
must-win
into
for them.
bind, pushing things to sunset, which would also be a brutal map for FUT. I think
About
it's
to see
probably
Ned. How did he hit the
EDG's
first shot? Over
the
the smoke or
decider
before
here.
the smoke? Before the smoke.
A nice opener from CNED. That one starts to get the job done. CNED himself is going to pick up a Vandal heading into the next round too. And EDG full stacking the B site. Now, when I said earlier that their B defense is good, this is not the standard.
Oh no! Don't
but I think
tell
their
me
B
FUT.
defense is going to be pretty potent here.
But at least
Troubled up holding.
out, right?
Trying to take that fight straight up.
He won it.
Okay, hey,
Yeah, he
nice.
did win it, but the
Who's
rifle's
the
going to
person
be
that went
retrieved.
down?
But you have to worry about this.
Ned, but they picked up
Gotta
the
get these angles
gun,
out of
and
Captain.
Atter's on
Molly
his
at
own
the
with the
feet,
gun
not
now.
making a smoggy. Hello, that
Done
was
good here
just
though.
not
But yeah, they're
coordinated
gonna
in the
hunt heavy
slightest.
for this gun
Captain
because if they can
on
get
a
a gun
field
out of
day.
them,
He's
it's still
farming up
pretty good eco.
multiple kills. Just needs to keep this rifle going.
And the
He really does
distraction
need the
comes
rifle.
in.
He's got reinforcements coming back along, so they might be able to recover
Oh.
this.
Oh, hold
Okay.
up. Everyone
Perhaps.
relax. Doesn't matter about the
FUT trying
guns
to supply
anymore. You gotta just win the round now.
reinforcements Supplying the bodies. EDG now. An opportunity. They don't want to let this one slip. It's FUT that are already the ones who have made it nice and open. Possibility for them backing away this time, though. FUT want to play this one with more discipline. Crossfire set up nade. Just rebounding. A lot of angles to clear. Simon's going to be trying to take that first point of contact. Defuse. Trying to stick this half. Dizzy dealt with again, but the adjustment and the rifle aim not quite there.
They got it half.
EDG
All
players
right, they
definitely
did
some
good, man.
damage, don't
They
get me
did good.
wrong.
Double guns out of them.
FUT will be very happy that the Vandal got delivered back to them as well.
Dude, I feel like
Kanka picked that
EDG will
one
be
up.
happy as well, though.
So
be
FUT
very
can
happy
save
with
it
that
into
one.
the next round. It is going to mean, though, that two players have got to sit there with pistols. Whereas if the bonus had gone a bit better, they would have had full 5 rifles online. EDG doing damage to the economy. The only downside was, Captain got so many kills, he's kind of getting close to that orbital strike. He's only 2 away.
Kang
Could get into a good position with it.
brings out the outlaw,
And
but
then
only
make a
2
very
people.
unwinnable post. What a
Yeah,
shot from
and
CNED.
didn't even get a
Okay,
chance to
If
shoot.
he's firing like this, it's not just a chance. They might even be able to take this map. Shutting down a star player of China. Growler gliding past. Could bait somebody right in here in the footsteps. Maybe. Simon's back onto the angle.
He knows this is fake pressure in showers now. This is great information for Simon.
Incredible,
Moving
man.
past it yet
There's
again.
no way Yesterday
Might
is
be
ready for
getting
this,
Closer
right?
look and a tango. Simon
That's
does not
ridiculous,
expect it.
bro.
The game of
That's
those
so
timings, they both
ridiculous.
thought that they had the
Everyone is
lead,
way
but it's
too
EDG
aware, man.
who comes out on top. Even if he did just have that pistol in hand. Never to push this one back now. No plant denial, so Mr. Falling gets that extension.
They're saving.
EDG is
Oh my
scattered.
god,
They've
it's
only three of
incredible
them
for
left. They've already
FUT.
made the call to just not even play into it.
Oh, that's a big
Wow.
3.
What a
Change that.
disciplined decision there to
3,000?
just save in a 3v5.
Everyone?
I mean, obviously, you've lost 2 players. It's going to
Take
be
that.
very difficult. And I think the other factor that might be playing into it is that if you go for this, you take the opportunity and you lose. Well, between that failed
Okay, so
retake
these guys
attempt
that
and the eco that would
these
come
guys that are
afterwards,
dead
Mr.
get
Fallen,
2-9, so
CNED,
they're gonna
and
buy
Captain
into
are
it,
all
and
gonna
we
get
still
up
get
to their
like a
odds.
buy round,
Exactly. So not
but
only would you lose the round,
they're wrecked a little
likely,
bit money-wise.
but you
Obviously,
would
you get
also set
3k
yourself
on these.
spiraling away.
So, sorry, 2-9 on these, and they can drop. Oh wait, they would get 1,000, so they can't drop.
You can't
What am
let
I
this
talking about?
composition get going, generating the ults, because
Yeah, we'll
at
see
that
like
point you're generating execs.
Bulldogs probably. Bulldogs light armor.
Possibilities. Plays to be cooked up. FUT convert that bonus round. The economy booming.
Yeah, and
And off the back of that,
FUT managed to pick up so much,
this
and they get
opener
the extra
was
2
fantastic.
guns.
We've seen a couple of odd moments from CNED today where he's missed some spots where you expect him to get it, but most of what we've seen from the Turkish superstar is excellence. I mean, he's been going around, taking shots, opening sights up for them on the entry. It's the rest of the team that needs to step up around him, I think, if they want to make this comeback a reality.
You upgrade your armor here to the FUT players, yeah. Just because most likely the
Back
2
the
people
gears a
there
little
could
bit,
definitely
CNED.
drop Kang Outlaw.
Performances. One of 4 players at this event that could potentially lift the second Champs trophy.
If FUT are the team that lifts the second Champs trophy.
I mean-
CNED wasn't favoured to lift the first one. That one came out of nowhere
That's
with
very
Ascend
true.
in 2021.
Very, very true.
But it is Champs. I mean, that just shows you the fact that CNED has that trophy, shows you a lot of it
carried
is
away,
about
surely. We're
turning
at 7-8.
up at the tournament. Having that form, having that excellence when it matters. That's what all the Chinese fans are hoping EDG can do as well. But Kankan's going to get shut down. That light armor not helping.
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication.
From his gun from the last round as well. It's disrespectful.
Right for the taking here, FUT. They're pouncing on the chance. Another plant down, 2 players left to stand. Smoggy.
Now what? Dude, it's another round where we have no damage.
Hunting, poking around, maybe see if he can take some guns out of hands of them. But again, the question remains, do you want to be generating these ults for them? Because one away, CNED, Mr. Fallen. They're holding on to these angles. Fallen's got it.
Still no damage.
And CNED could play for an ult orb, really. I mean, both are accessible to the attackers. So I don't think it's necessary.
And CNED's going in with a death. He gets his ult.
He's going to go for it anyway. A death is fine here, by the way.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, he's got 5k in the bank, so ult for the next round. Happy with it.
That's waff. Yeah, I wouldn't even put too much into it.
Probably
Don't want to give him a Brimo. I think it's okay that he saves this money-wise. They're on max loss bonus, so getting an extra 1,000 isn't
at this point a losing track and grip of the series, or at least the map, I should say.
The map for sure. The series is still looking good with them taking away FUT's map pick on Lotus. Like I said, Sunset, EDG, they'll be feeling really confident about that. At the same time, you'd love to close things out in 2 if you are EDG, who are currently taking the attack timeout to make sure that this doesn't snowball even further out of control.
I mean, so it was already an 8-4 half at the beginning.
And you win pistol,
yeah,
you
4-8
win
half into 8-8,
right
and you have back-to-back rounds where 5 people survive. They don't have to buy any kind of armor,
because as much as EDG can come up
they all
with
get
a game plan
3k.
here, it's got to be one that takes into account that
they might even all be at
showstopper
9k,
to
right?
burst down. You know, if he
At
wants to go
least,
hookah,
at the
or
very
if he wants
least,
to
I
go
know
through
2
short. And he's going to have a thrash
yeah,
clearing the
CNED
way
died,
from
so he had to
him
pick
as
it
well.
up. Yeah, you're right. So it'd be 4 people, 9,000.
If you decide to play retake setups, first of all,
gotta buy
those are
Yuto.
difficult on bind, and secondly, FUT are probably going to sniff that out and just save one of the ults for post plan. It is really tough to deal with rounds like this, where it's an eco swing round. If EDG lose it, they're back, broken economy. Normally, teams will decide to try to take aggressive fights, because if you can challenge FUT before they get into position to use their showstopper or their thrash, then maybe you've got a chance. If you can get that pick early enough, you've got to take risks in rounds where you've got a disadvantage like that.
Question's going to be asked, I think, of the playbook of EDG and the defensive halves. You know, as much as we were singing the praises of it.
A lot of that was them letting teams exec into them.
Yeah.
And anchoring against that. You're not going to want to do a strat like that when the other team
outrageous
has
money,
massive
first of all.
attack ultimates.
That might be occurring.
Oh, what a read.
It wasn't as high as I thought, still. Near the 9k, it got up to 8k.
Beam down CNED if he tries to make
a big buy round for EDG. 4 people over towards A. Yeah, they got a good stack on the site here.
Bound and through. Thrash is going to try and lead
and we
the
double
way.
over towards trucks, passing
chance
top of
potentially
truck.
for them to get themselves into the site. Kang forced and pushed back and away. Chichu playing spoiler. Rifle spray
good
down.
insta-satch from
escaping
CNED to
off
keep
the
him
side as
alive.
well.
Imagine, I was going to say, imagine Mr. Fallen gets that Joel 5 HP.
Chichu might have done enough. Just needs to back away and survive here. Barely getting around the corner. Rifle reload on point. Spam through the corner. This guy is low. But the damage done, as I said prior,
maybe
gets the caught.
Might be enough.
Can he take another
one? Yeah, I mean, there's fire from every single avenue.
Double TP as well. Did they just make the call really easy for FUT?
As well. That's Dizzy and TP reclear around CNED. He's offloaded the ult as well. And now everybody scatters right to the win. This is just sloppy gaming.
He's one shot as well, one Vandal body shot, and he goes down in that situation. He's popped the ultimate there just to try to stabilize the round. So it's a 3v3 at the end of the day, and I think EDG will be super happy about how this one has turned out.
EDG will be alright with this.
As bonkers as it seemed, they've actually reset into a situation where they can win. They've even got the read correct. 2 players
it was pretty
defending
wild. I mean, he's just trying to catch one out in the open, but he ends up just trying to hunt them with a 30 HP in the spike.
Simon Haunt didn't see anything.
Fade Eye is the one here. Ooh, doesn't go back sight.
Nobody waits it out.
Nobody might be able to get a trade on the plant. That's about it.
He does spot him weak enough.
The plant going down.
The chest, as you already mentioned. Now down to that 2 versus 3. Mosh overhead. Dizzy alongside it. All combined. Wingman.
These are the situations where Wingman is just unbelievable.
Coming straight to the defense, jumping, hopping up onto the box.
Shots from Smoggy as well.
EDG, they stem the bleeding.
Yep, EDG will take this though, getting the Razor out of him.
They had massive advantages in that round, and EDG took it away. Did they play something proactive? I mean, not necessarily at the start of the round. They had 4 players stacked over towards A, recognizing that Thrash, Showstopper, most likely going to be used either hookah or short. Pick one, short. All right, we'll stack A. But then the escapades through the teleporter.
Yeah, cue to Benny Hill theme, I think. That's just...
But it worked out.
It did. It did. Sometimes that's what you need, an injection of that Chinese chaos that the region is known for.
It's about to get a little bit manic.
And now very different ults.
They're really close to ults.
FUT close to ones that are good in the post plant, not ones that are good to open up a site. Whereas EDG are just starting to get to their first of everything. Double stack up towards hookah here. Going for a push, EDG. It's all about timing.
No way. Trying to take this one again.
No way.
Attack play once broken.
Whoa, he still
Could've
got
just won the
one.
rightful
Instant
lane, but it's
reaction.
traded, so 4
That was
versus
nuts,
4.
bro. Just instant win for the
Round
head.
18.
Right, he gets one here. It's a good trade from EDG no matter what.
Have the position, could try and explode out into this one, and they're going to do just that now. Nobody's going to push this one back and away. Prowler in his face.
That is so much util dumped on him.
Tiptoeing around most of this util, falling with the plan as well. That's Wingman sprayed, down and away. Another chance here, but do they have a second wave of util? EDG might just try and put a stop to it. No, and a captain gets that extension and an
Yeah,
ult
and with the plant in the end, he gets his ult.
Forwards into the next. It's good into this post plan. FUT.
Now he has his ult and he has a molly, and we got no one pushing behind. EDG have to go like now.
Held down, pre-fires around, C's dropped, and players alongside
going now.
it. This is EDG
Molly
winning
goes
this
out.
one out, forwards and away, rifles, crouch and spraying at a captain. He has no time or rest to take this one. Simon with the tap, it does force out that orbital strike, but Kang, my God,
Oh,
man.
and they got it out of them as well. Big round from EDG. Yeah,
take
very on
away
top of the
another
fact they had the ult here. They went so fast. It
Very
was
tight
nice.
spacing there from
He's
EDG.
over towards here,
Good
catches the guy in the
coordination,
corner.
good
They
discipline,
deal with both
and
of
hitting their
them.
shots when it matters
Kang
too.
so on top of the fact that he's thrown his molly from this
Able
angle.
to respond in lamps, the round could have been very different. But they weren't. 2 players, one caught by the C's, the other flicked onto. Cine could not trade. In terms of the rifle skill today, EDG have turned up to a higher degree, I think, than FUT. Not every player, EDG and Cine still holding their own, finding good timings.
Been really insane, yeah.
But as an entire team, EDG are being able to win these team fight scenarios more often. Tag timeout, suddenly the shoe is on the other foot.
Yeah, okay. All right, mate. Be looking for a new co-caster at this rate.
Not even intentional, but I mean, that's even worse, isn't it?
It's even worse.
But EDG have got massive ultimates, right? And these are good for defense. And Kang has got enough money to pick up the operator, which, spoiler alert, he has. So, Cine guys, they're all going to be there trying to figure out how do they get past all of the tools that EDG have to now close out the map and close out the series.
And EDG would love to do that. Again, reiterating, they've got a very angry hometown crowd after the back of that Shanghai performance where they just bombed out entirely. But
they're in a lovely spot.
Even for China, we're already seeing upsets occurring, as we already mentioned. You know, Trace the other day over Vitality.
Lovely
EDG.
spot.
This wouldn't necessarily be an upset. I think most people were panning
3 of the strongest swords.
Match, but a strong start for them out of the gates is kind of necessary for champs here.
EDG 1 and 4.
2 away from official as well.
Shanghai. So that shows you.
Yeah, and one of these big rounds is your Viper ult round
this year. EDG drop down and lay down that pit.
Don't do like a walk through this.
Their way through this one.
Why am I scared they're going to try and do a walk through this?
Just kind of looking at the pit, wondering whether they should be going inside it, pressuring it. They have no showers control. Normally, if you're going to pressure a pit like this, you need showers.
And this is where I think the weaknesses in terms of the amount of time FUT has put into this comp might be showcasing. Wide open just from the inability, I think, just to pass through some of these
what a hard
setups.
round this is for FUT, though. Like, everything is on.
Chances now at a captain.
Dude, I'm dying out here. Everything is on lock.
Stay alert.
Everything is on lock.
We
We've got smoke over towards showers. We've got Viper ult here. We've got 3 people on B. We've got wall with off.
So we can afford to play this one a little bit more close. He doesn't even catch onto the corner. I mean, seeing it's failed to even clear this one here, it's used as a response. At least EDG going to be getting util pulled back out of them. B-long control is conceded.
Yeah, keep an eye on the time. We've got 30 seconds on this one.
You're really going to try and take this fight. Live and true here. It's
Then all the ults getting popped.
Preemptively, 25 seconds left.
No way.
The door's open, wide open.
Still
FUT.
20 seconds though,
The
2
Motherman
people
slow
sight. It's
play
still
what
hard.
they like
TP
here.
goes in, they dodge the
Stumbling
Brim ult,
EDG.
and it is
Struggling
all
to
down
put a
to
stop to
Smoggy.
it.
And he
TP
does
pivots
have a
though,
molly.
round and round we go. Smoggy, he's ADS'd. He's locked it up.
You gotta beat
Pit
it.
dropped down to try and get
What a
them in
shot,
the spot
man.
as well, but the molly stopping them from even getting
can't
this
believe
plant
FUT are
out.
gonna win this
Barely enough
round.
time on the clock to do so.
But now that they have secured the plant, the round almost unwinnable. Smoggy was the last chance.
They
the
put
last hope
Fischl
for
in as well,
EDG.
right? It went over towards long, I'm pretty sure.
Their B defense collapsing a little, and FUT with a nice pivot through the teleport.
I'm just scratching my head at
Or am I
that.
just fully wrong?
Which
Yeah, they
part of
did,
it?
yeah.
I mean, EDG's
Fischl,
defensive B, I think, is that
Is it
they had
4?
every single tool necessary to
Used 4
stunt and
ults.
just stop any sort of exec, and they used it all preemptively.
Yeah, normally,
Oh,
like
no,
I say,
that's
normally they're really
devastating.
good at being able to hold multiple cycles of that util. I think the big problem in this round for them was that
Simon gone
nobody
for?
tried to hop back inside. I mean,
Simon,
there's no...
way. There's just no way, mate. Yeah.
Our first ninja defuse at a
5?
global event. I don't think that's like...
Yeah, they Brim ulted.
Yeah,
They Brim
the hop
ulted here.
back into hookah
They
from
just used all
nobody,
5
I think, was
ults.
our first...
No, they didn't use the
Listen,
Fischl.
the first that I've seen.
Yeah, I'm just
first
making the
nobody
fish
feed of
up
the
ult.
day. I know
Dude,
he's
I thought I
415
heard the
bottom
Fischl.
global, but he's you know, he hasn't been throwing his life away too much. But this one,
Yeah.
walking
There's
back
4
into
ults,
the
but no
horn,
Fischl.
back into hookah, instead of backing off with the rest of your team, I think he was worried about maybe the Brim ult at his back.
You heard it too?
It's a strange
Fischl
one.
was
Bit of a
used?
head scratcher.
Which guy used it? Everyone's got...
They don't want to
I guess
take the
Mr.
risks.
Fallon used it then, but...
Deep smoke, Prowler, Dizzy, through,
Four.
gets that connection.
And this guy's...
Ring all
guy's
the way
one
around,
away, so it's
ring
not
around
him.
the Rosie. Mr. Fallon with a rifle, try to pre-aim onto the corner, but he's going to get postured and pushed back. Out and away, EDG have control, deep flanks occurring all through the middle of the map here. Might be looking to try and take that fight.
Oh
The
my
ball is
God.
made by FUT to refight. They don't want to flip the map at all. Just trying to take it
The
with the
dink on
weaponry,
this.
but does
Prowler
open them up
doesn't
to
check the
risky
corner.
plays. Kankang's from behind.
Double Prowler on this
In
one.
their faces. Other captains watching. No way. The time is just
Oh
about
boy.
missing. Here's it.
This is
Sound
getting
cues
scary.
around. Chaos incarnate occurring before our bloody eyes. Stingers
Yeah, and
away.
Kankang.
Molly dropped down. Noise and time. Ball,
Oh,
but the shot's fired
no.
and missed. The Sheridan
Oh
Kankang
man,
just
it's a
cannot make it
disaster for
work.
them. Back-to-back disaster rounds.
This is, as I said, all over the place. Chichu. You know where he is. They know they lost control of this one, but it is controlled in the end by FUT to bring it to that 10-10.
Both teams winning vitally important rounds and then being able to secure follow-ups. So that the ults, I say secure
No peek.
follow-ups.
Yeah, hold
One
up.
left.
Wait.
Hey up. Chichu. There's no way, right? There's
Oh my God.
absolutely no way. 1v2. Taking a peek at a captain's way.
Hold up.
Again, pokes his
Whoa.
head out. 1v1. You can't be letting him get away with this. Not in the slightest. Pre-aim into the wall. Again, another reload online. But this is so damn precarious. Retreat by Cracks. Backs away.
At some point, Shishu's got to go for the spike.
When does that timing come? Peeking through again. Uncertainty at the back of the mind of Cracks as well. Spots it.
Oh man,
But just a fade away shot, man.
scary.
It is so damn messy.
That was so scary.
Don't count him out of
Shout out to
any
Chichu.
round.
That was impressive, man.
My mistake there, assuming that FUT
Yeah,
got that one
I
sealed
don't
up.
even blame him. I was out of it as well.
Wasn't familiar with EDG's eco game, apparently. 10-10, though. Both teams have let slip opportunities. It looked like FUT had a huge one to be able to get back into the game, and it looked like EDG had it. You know, they were 10-8 up, ready to run away with things. Both teams fighting tooth and nail to stay in here on
Early
blind.
showers control again.
And this is looking like it's going to be an A execute.
Or at least the showers take.
Well, the Mosh as well. The lineup thrown.
Now a
Oh,
nightfall
okay,
as
well, with this heavy
Use the
util dumping
supplement.
over towards the site.
Through the
Beidou
back of the
only
side,
hits
Kang
one.
Kang.
Prowler's
It's an
gonna
off-angle hold in
confirm
through
that
laps
he's
as
all the
well.
way
Has
back
to be
here.
cautious, and he's worried, but
What a
still takes
shot.
the peak and the timing. Trying to make a go of things here. The call is
Trade.
made to try and fight this one. Showstopper in the hands of Cnet. There's
Damn,
the danger.
Kang Kang's
Kang
doing
Kang, though,
work.
he's weaved his way past most of this.
And he
It
dodges
just
the ult.
glides straight
Full
past him.
HP.
Whistles through, a tap away.
Oh,
yet a
he
J,
did
able to
insane
offset
though.
it, at least with the
Yeah,
movement.
this time I actually
Survives
did hear
another day
official,
here.
and I was over towards
Chishudo
showers. Pretty sure he got
rapidly
detained.
approaching out for the side. There is chaos. Again, occurring before our very eyes. Chichu, he's isolated. Caught into the corner, out through showers here, just trying to make this one a bit winnable. Nobody to defuse is going to be pushed back and away in a rifle spam.
What are some of these
Not
kills?
enough, no players
Okay,
surviving.
dude,
EDG
Kang
get
did
that one round lead
insane.
now up to 11.
Another one of those scrappy situations where EDG come out on top.
Oh, it's
Eventually,
so scrappy. Some of the
situations
Angels
like that
are
just come down to individuals
really
and
off,
how much you can get
like really
value from your position. Could you have imagined Kang getting more value from his spot?
No.
Swings
Yeah,
out from lamps,
Kang just
manages to
does
delete
everything.
Captain, evades a showstopper, gets another pick inside as well. Seen it trying to make a similar thing happen by walking inside the one-way, seeing if he can surprise EDG. The impact difference from the two Raze players was enormous in that spot.
They're getting stressed on that.
And then FUT on top of that lost a bunch of just straight up duels. They're going to need another big one. And they're set up for a B execute. They have Thrash. Last time they tried to take it short. This time looking somewhere
At
different.
10-11 with the money this low, gotta be using Fischl into this one.
Is that one?
This is simple. Head over towards the side. They spot one under.
There. A lot of bullets
There's a nice molly to instant melt the
Fischl
Fischl on this one. Double back aside.
Getting full value from this one.
Oh my god, this guy's tanking util.
Let the util do the work.
Dude, look how much util is on site. They still get 2 people here, 3 people. Dude, this smoke gives them so much space to flood out over towards site.
Eternity here still. Kang rattling the bars. This guy unleashed and had a captain now to do so much more, pick up the pieces. One player left still onto the side. He's got to know that Smoggy might be here. Haunts there, picks up the spike, reload. Not even tapping, doesn't even expect it, but now knows.
Oh my god.
The fight into the 1v1. And another tap here, Smoggy. How the hell do you play this one? Had a captain, not expecting, still trained onto the angle.
Oh my god, that was nuts round. Shout out to Smoggy here anyway as well, because his smoke was the one that enabled everyone to actually flood out towards site. That was sick. That was a cool round just in general. Everyone did pretty good here.
Smoggy is putting on a masterclass in terms of his smoke utility here as well.
Yeah.
The smoke that he's putting down on the left side towards Cubby is actually allowing them so much control over back sight. Look how difficult it is in these replays for FUT to try to break through that when they peek. They're not going through the smoke. Smoggy pierces the Merc, is able to actually be able to deliver them the final kill.
And someone
in
takes a
1v1
hit
clutch.
gun-wise as well. 2 chances to do this one. Yesterday's the person that takes the hit. Ada has after
They're
the
leaving in
death.
B side completely to deal with on his own.
Oh man.
Everyone else on EDG stacks A, making the read.
In a good spot.
Is he still getting that connection? Nobody will pick that one back up. They're leaving lamps nice and empty just because of that orbital strike. Had a captain holding on to it. Don't want to fall prey to it.
How are FUT going to get the read that there's 4 players on this site?
Nobody's hard committed. Smokes are primed. Now going to be dropped down here. Now the orbital strike alongside.
Suggest that they want to take deep back of sight as well. One luck over towards showers. Dodges the prowler.
Up still trying to play off this util. He's been dropped.
Lovely Brimmer on this. All comes down to the shower guy.
There's a skirmish occurring. Showers control is EDG's. And with it, the round almost inevitable. Ada captain a mad dash
lovely. EDG 2-0 them as well. FUT down to the lower.
A 2-0 finish for their opening game.
The G2 against EDG.
What
and then
a way
Paperex against
to
FUT.
start things off here in Seoul. Instantly dispelling all of the bad vibes that were acquired during their flat performance at Shanghai when they were in front of their home